What if I told you the best reef tanks in the world aren't the ones with the most expensive equipment? They're the ones that look the most like the ocean? Sounds obvious, right? But almost nobody actually does it. Welcome back to RIMPODS. Today is a practical guide. I'm going to walk you through exactly how to build a reef ecosystem in your home aquarium. Not just a tank with coral in it, but a functioning ecosystem that processes waste, produces food, and sustains itself with minimal intervention. This is the difference between keeping coral alive and keeping coral thriving. Your live rock is the foundation of everything. And I don't mean just any live rock. I mean rock with a living, breathing microbial community already established. Option A, cured live rock from an established system. If you know a reefer who's been running a healthy tank for years, ask if you can take some of their rock. This rock comes preloaded with beneficial bacteria, copepods, worms, and the full spectrum of microorganisms your tank needs. It's like getting a sourdough starter from a bakery that's been going for 30 years versus trying to grow your own from scratch. Option B, dry rock with biological seeding. If you're starting with dry rock, and there's nothing wrong with that, you need to seed it. The fastest way is to add bottled bacterial supplements and live copepods together. The bacteria colonize the rock surface, the copepods graze on the biofilm, and within weeks, you've got a functioning micro-ecosystem. Option C, ocean rock. If you're near the coast and can legally collect live rock, that's the jackpot. Ocean rock carries the full diversity of a natural reef ecosystem. Check your local regulations first. Whatever option you choose, give it time. Don't rush to add fish and coral before the biological foundation is established. 2 to 4 weeks minimum with copepods and bacteria doing their work. Here's the specific microfauna you want in your tank and why each one matters. Bacteria, the invisible workforce. Different species handle different jobs. Nitrifying bacteria process ammonia and nitrite. Denitrifying bacteria in deep rock crevices convert nitrate to nitrogen gas, and heterotrophic bacteria consume dissolved organic matter. You don't buy these. They establish naturally from your live rock and regular additions of live food. Copepods, the grazers and recyclers. Copepods are tiny crustaceans that feed on microalgae and bacterial biofilm. They keep surfaces clean, they breed continuously providing food for fish and coral, and their waste becomes fertilizer for bacteria. They're the link between bacteria and everything else in your tank. Rotifers, the plankton engine. Rotifers filter feed on bacteria and phytoplankton, concentrating nutrition into bite-sized packages that corals and fish larvae can consume. In the ocean, rotifers are responsible for transferring energy from bacteria up to larger organisms. Same job in your tank. Amphipods, the cleanup crew. Larger than copepods, amphipods scavenge detritus and dead organic matter. They're the tank's janitors. You'll see them on the glass at night. That's a good sign. Nematodes, the soil engineers. These microscopic worms live in substrate and crevices, processing detritus and aerating surfaces. They're invisible but essential. Together, these organisms form a food web that processes waste at multiple levels simultaneously. No single organism does everything. The ecosystem works because of the diversity. Ecosystem design isn't just about biology. It's about habitat. Where organisms live determines how well they thrive. Cave systems. Your rockwork should include dark crevices and caves. This is where denitrifying bacteria live. They need low oxygen environments. It's also where pods hide and breed during the day. Without caves, you're missing an entire tier of your ecosystem. Algae zones. Designate an area with strong lighting for macroalgae growth. Chaeto, Caulerpa, or Halimeda in a refugium, or coralline algae on rocks. Macroalgae are nutrient exporters. They absorb nitrate and phosphate, providing competition against nuisance algae. Copepods and amphipods graze on these surfaces. Sandbed. Don't go bare bottom if you want a complete ecosystem. A 1 to 2 inch sandbed provides habitat for nitrifying bacteria and microfauna. Deep sandbeds, 4+ inches, support denitrification. The trade-off is maintenance. Shallow beds are easier to keep clean while still supporting biology. Flow patterns. Natural reef flow isn't uniform. Create areas of high flow for gas exchange and nutrient delivery, and low flow for pod breeding and detritus settling. Your powerheads shouldn't create a washing machine. They should create currents that mimic a real reef. Here's where most reef keepers get it backwards. They feed their fish heavily and their coral lightly, or they feed both heavily and then run a massive skimmer to remove the excess. It's a cycle of overproduction and over-removal. The natural approach is different. Feed the ecosystem, not just the fish. Live copepods and rotifers are food for your entire system. They feed coral directly, especially small polyps, stony coral, and LPS. They feed your fish, and when they die, their bodies become food for bacteria, completing the nutrient cycle. Phytoplankton dosing. Adding phytoplankton feeds rotifers and filter-feeding organisms. It's like fertilizing the base of your food chain. A few drops of live phytoplankton 2-3 times per week keeps the plankton population robust. Reduce commercial feeding. When your microfauna is established, your fish will naturally graze throughout the day. You'll find you need less flake and frozen food because pods and natural food are always available. Protein skimmer adjustment. If you're running a heavy biological system, you may need less skimming. The skimmer's job shifts from remove everything to supplement water quality. Run it during feeding only, or dial back the airflow. Let the biology do its job. You don't need to test your water daily in a well-established ecosystem, but you do need to observe. Copepods visible on the glass at night, coralline algae growing on rocks and equipment, coral polyps extended during the day, stable alkalinity without heavy dosing, clear water without daily filter changes, fish grazing on rocks throughout the day, nuisance algae outcompeting corals, bacterial film on surfaces that doesn't get grazed, fish picking at rocks constantly, looking for food that isn't there, daily water parameter swings, coral retracted or losing tissue. The test you should actually do weekly. Not alkalinity or calcium, those follow biology. Test your nitrate and phosphate. If nitrate is rising despite protein skimming, your biology isn't processing waste fast enough. Add copepods, check your flow patterns, and give it time. Let me give you some real numbers. A tank I've been tracking, 40-gallon breeder, running on biology for 18 months. Water changes, once a month, 10% only. Chemical dosing, none. Protein skimmer, off entirely. Fish, 12 healthy specimens. Coral, 25+ colonies, all growing. Water parameters, alkalinity, 7.5 to 8 DKH. Calcium, 420 to 440. Magnesium, 1350 to 1400. All without dosing. That's what happens when you let biology do the work. The tank isn't just surviving, it's thriving. Coral growth is faster than tanks running reactors. Colors are more vibrant because corals are getting real nutrition, not just minerals. Building a natural reef ecosystem starts with one step: adding live copepods and rotifers to your tank. That's what we do at RIMPODS, premium live food organisms bred specifically for reef aquariums. Visit rimpods.com to get started, and if you found this guide helpful, subscribe. We're building the most comprehensive reef biology resource on YouTube. See you in the next one. Total word count, 1,500 words, Estimated duration 10 to 12 minutes at conversational pace. Chapter timestamps 0002, 0130, 0300, 0500, 0630, 0800, 0930. B-roll needs live rock close-ups, copepod macro footage, refugium shots, tank maintenance, ocean reef comparison, CTA, RIMPODS.